But the main note about it is Geras is fucking back.
Trailer.
So if you think you weren't getting away from the quicksands and the gnarly hits that this guy can put out, the potent damage and the bullshit timestamps, sorry, we're gonna continue.
Right.
Got a returning character that got shown off over at Dreamcon over the weekend.
Yes.
And it's a character that I don't know. How do you feel about this guy coming back? And that is, of course, the time anomaly himself, Mr. Shiny Ballhead of Geras.
Geras. Yeah, and like this character, I didn't expect. I mean, I forgot because yes, he was being drowned in the bottom of the Red Ocean or whatever.
The blood sea.
Blood sea. Yeah. And yeah, he was what? So somebody in the comments, like right in the first comment, noticed that Liu Kang called him his friend, whereas before it was Kronika's like time slave of some sort.
Yeah, he's following up that, like, you know, Twitter instantly went with like, hey, how does this fit in? Liu Kang reset everything. Why is he even back? He's even stated in MK1 he is a time anomaly. He exists, like, no matter what. Yeah, he's not just like some dude that Kronika made. He is the guardian of the hourglass. That is his job. It's just whoever's controlling the hourglass, I guess, gets to control him. Yeah. You know, it seems to be the go. So yeah, he's Heimdall. Right? He's basically Heimdall. He's like, his eyes will see whatever.
But at the same time, because he couldn't die, he was stuck to an anchor in a bottomless ocean. So like he couldn't die. So for him to come back wasn't too much of a surprise either. So yeah, it's like he's the Humpty Dumpty guy in Puss in Boots. I was there. You know, he's always gonna be there in the time where there's time, he will be there. But at the same time, people were saying I haven't seen him, or Liu Kang says I haven't seen him in aeons. So that means that the timeline of this is already what we saw flat screen TVs in one of those stages. So this is already like billions of years into their own, I guess, timeline right now.
I guess to whatever, you know, or maybe time just works differently as to where he is versus where Liu Kang is, or we'll find out all those little minute lore details as when the game comes out and we actually get our hands on the story. But the main note about it is Geras is fucking back. Trailer. So if you think you weren't getting away from the quicksands and the gnarly hits that this guy can put out, the potent damage and the bullshit timestamps, sorry, we're gonna continue.
Right.
I actually don't mind that they brought him back. I thought he was really cool of a character, so you know, it makes sense that he would still be included because it's time. Like you said, if there's time, he needs to be involved.
Yeah, no, listen, trust me. When I was watching this video, I said, "Oh no, this BS is back." The time stomp, uppercutting. Oh
yeah,
and they still flip out, and you can still do air combos in this game. So I mean, I do hope that there's some sort of scaling, but at the same time, because you know, I don't want to. I would like to be cheap, but not overly cheap.
Nah, you came to the wrong game, son. So yeah, we get to see a lot, some really interesting stuff. First of all, that grab animation that he gets is so sick, where he basically is that. Give me. Is that a wrestling move? Like, be correct. That kind of looks like as a bulldog. Okay, he bulldogs you, and then
the teleport part.
Another version of him comes down teleporting, and then the original one disappears. I was like, oh, that's so fucking creative.
That was very cool.
You sons of bitches. That's so good. But we get, you know, like I said, just a glimpse into his gameplay and some touches of the storyline, right? He talks to Liu Kang. He's telling him like, hey, you know, your timeline you're trying to create, there's already problems here, man. Like, you might not realize it, but there's already problems that are occurring, which anomalies, or, you know, it's already compromised. As in, like, there's things happening, which makes sense, right? We're gonna have Shang Tsung. There's gonna be some things that are going on. We might see some returning kind of aspects in some degree. Like, is the Scorpion Sub-Zero rivalry going to continue? Is that going to break apart the Lin Kuei? You know, even though Liu Kang's trying to make it all for peace and such, right? Like, you know, how is it all going to change? She's kind of the one telling us, like, starting to kind of give us little glimpses into what the story is going to be, which I thought was really, really awesome. On top of that, we did get some Darius cameo play with him.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, it was almost like a excuse me, a tag team of sorts.
It felt like he was an interactable from like, your traditional NetherRealm style, like the animation, how abrupt it was, where he just grabbed Darius and starts swinging him around like, like it was kind of weird. It was a little jarring, but it was cool. It was still cool to watch. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, so
I think he looks like MVP. All right, if y'all know wrestling lore, he looks like MVP.
Oh my God, get over it. But
no, get over here. All right,
get over here. But get over that. And so the story is starting to kind of unfold a little bit, and it was really cool. We also did get to see some classic cameos from Scorpion, right? We got the unmasked Scorpion skeleton, which I'm like, okay. I mean, that's supposed to be classic Scorpion, so cameo characters are not necessarily canon. So don't worry about it and be like, oh my God, is Quag Liang, like, is he a Spectre and such? Like, if you already are jumping down that rabbit hole, remember, cameo characters are not the main story characters. They're not canon, so whatever they're doing is not necessarily indicative of what the story is right now. Just want to put it out there.
My question is, my question is, are there multiple X-rays or fatal blows? Because Liu Kang is doing a different one from what we initially saw in the. Isn't that a different X-ray? I mean, don't get me wrong, it is, right? It is a different fatal blow. Bicycle kick up into Kamehameha blast. Like,
I'm not sure. Right? I don't know if we ever saw it, to be honest.
I mean, people have been using the fatal blow in the demo.
Yeah, that's right. I'm
just gonna look it up.
Yeah, look that up. While you're looking that up, I do want to break down that we did get to see a little bit of other characters to show off. We got a little bit of smoke action in there, like you said, Liu Kang, including a new fatality that came up, which probably is one of the most creative fatalities outside of I want to say the recent Li Mei fireworks one. Gut fireworks was pretty gnarly, but Liu Kang, being the god that he is, opening up, bringing you to space, to a black hole, and then seeing what happens to a human if they get sucked up into a black hole was extremely jarring. We got to see Meat. Meat showed up in like a quick second, a couple frames.
If I could, yes, I'm an idiot. No, Liu Kang has done his fatal blow, and yes, it's the bicycle kick up into the Kamehameha blast. So my bad.
There you go.
I thought that was new. I again did not play the beta because I was stuck in a beautiful place called CEO. But go on.
Yeah,
Meat is in this game, really?
Yeah, Meat's in the game.
This is your official announcement?
This is the official announcement. Meat in the game confirmed. So yeah, we get to see what happens when a human gets sucked into a black hole, and then we got Geras just oh my God, just say, find out what happens when you do sandpaper continuously onto your own skin, is what Geras' fatality basically is. So yeah, but it was a really cool trailer to drop. Like I said, kind of getting our hints for the story mode, where Geras is going to fit in all this, and where we're probably going to see maybe the confrontation happening with whoever might be the villain. We still don't know who's going to be the villain. I mean, yes, Shang Tsung's in the game. We don't know if he is the main villain, though, right? We are actually not aware or have confirmed at this point. But things are starting to unravel, and hopefully within the next couple of trailers, as we load up and get into closer to September, we'll find out a little bit.